we're going to try this here again. Trying to get it together. The first take wasn't working so swell. So I'll give you guys a minute to get in here with me while I'm trying to get stuff still together. You told her to come here? Okay. Okay, I need a big bowl, please, sir.
So the big bowl.
Yes.
How big?
Big. I'm about to make a meatloaf. I am going to campfire a meatloaf. At least I'm going to attempt to campfire a meatloaf. That should have been backwards for the sun. Whatever. Let me see. Well, I didn't even check for ants. For that matter, I didn't check for spiders. Okay, we're good. Hello, let me see. Hi, Auntie Ann. Hey, Gina versus Gina. My Renaissance grandma, good job. Happy you came back. Hello, I'm gonna try this again. Okay, so I am about to attempt to make meatloaf on the campfire. So the first thing I'm gonna do though, thank you, son. I'm gonna turn it upside down for now, is I'm gonna use these, this match. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Shakira. 1 second, please. Okay, so the next thing that I need is take the water hose, put some water in here for me because I need to rinse the rice. I need a, another bowl so I can start rinsing. I need to clean the rice before I put it onto boil. These are Pine Mountain wind and waterproof matches. So they look like this, and they smell like, it puts me in the mind, and you'll see in a second, but it puts me in the mind. Hi, Cassandra. It puts me in the mind of fireworks or sprinklers. Hi, Lavender for Luck, Diamond. I need the other Dutch oven. I need the other one. It should be in the kitchen because I used it the other day. So I need you to find that and bring it to me. Maybe it's in the oven. I'm not sure. Because I'm about to make meatloaf and then I need to make some rice and stuff. So I need it. Okay, so. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna make a quick little meatloaf. Oh, and I still need my seasonings. I forgot to bring the seasonings out. I am trying to get this together. Okay, so I tried these a couple of days ago, and although they do strike, it took a minute. Actually broke one trying, but I did submerge it in some water and then it did still light. So let's see. See, I think this part needs to just be better. What did I do? I shook it like this. And it's not the wind. It's just this thing is no good. See, it's blowing in the wind like a sparkler. And I'm just gonna drop it like I dropped the other one because it's still going. See, Now the wind, oh shucks, the wind is annoying. I'm gonna have to do it again, but that's okay. But as you guys got to see, these are really good to have in, bug out world, in camping world, in a situation to where, you can easily hide these. You can put these up. So let's try it again. I think this is the better side. I don't know. Oh, broke it again. Darn it. Too heavy hand. You know what? I'm scared to use that one because it broke at the bottom. Now, these are not cheap. Let me say that. You get 25 in a box, and it was like right around $5. But to me, in prepping world, that is worth it because you're able to start a fire even though the matches might be wet. You can just come put it right here on this table on the edge, baby. So let's try again. And I'm gonna try not to hold it so hard. I can't remember which side it was. Oh, okay, well. I feel myself squeezing it, holding it so hard. So I don't know what this stuff is called, but there we go. Thank you, Yido. For now. Oh, one more thing. The bowl with the vegetables and the cereal. Can you bring that to me? Okay. And this is just for the mosquitoes and everything. This is just a vanilla candle. I don't know, y'all. Hopefully, hopefully it'll work long enough for the smoke to get going. So now, with that being done, what I'm gonna do is come down here and get that grill going. Now, I bought these. I'm just trying out new things. So I got, whoa. Okay, well that wasn't fun. Sorry about that, you guys. I bought these little fire sticks, the flat fire starters. So I'm gonna see how these do. I have 3 in there. I have one on the bottom. I have one on the bottom under the wood, and then I have one on each side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, put it over here, and see how it does. Is that it? Yes. And so all I'm doing is, oh, let me cover my vegetables up. Trying to get this started. Because this is supposed to be all that I need. All right, let me see. Okay. It looks like it's gonna take flight. So while that does what it's doing, I am, first of all, going to bring you guys up a little higher Yes, I am. This is all about practicing the prepping. This is all about practicing the prepping. I'm trying to do at least 3 to 4 days out of the week out here. Um, oh, wait. Okay. I think that'll be a little bit better. There's still a couple of red ants out here, so I'm trying to watch myself. But yes, this is all about practicing my prepping and just being very acquainted with the stuff that I have. You know what? That's a little too high. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit so that I can read. Fire blew out. But that's okay because the fire so far is looking like it's a go. Oh, shucks. Okay. I'm going to have to fix that in a second. All right. So, what I am about to do is I'm going to start the meatloaf. This is leaking, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. Diamond, you guys can you bring me some wipe so I can wipe the table down right quick, please? Thank you. I think that's like the last thing I need to do is wipe down the table because it's been a few days since I've been out here, so I want to wipe it down really good. And then, oh, but wait, where were the seasonings? Did you hear me say that I forgot to get the seasonings? I need the Johnny's. I need the the one that Uncle Steve gives me. I need garlic and the Tony's. That's all I need. Four things. Four things. Um. Okay, so let me see. Let me get caught up in the chat. Practicing your prepping. Good job. Thank you, Auntie M. I must organize it all too. I suck at organization. Like I'm good. Let me recant. Let me rephrase. I'm really good at organizing things. I'm really good at I can come to your house and I can fix your stuff up like super duper good. I don't seem to have the time and the energy, however, when it comes to organizing everything for myself because I'm always doing this, doing that, and everything. You see, okay, the signal is good. Okay, great. The camera's on. That's because I got this. I got a hotspot that I take with me everywhere. It's 100 gigs a month so that I can hopefully be wherever and go live and it'll be okay. However, when we were at the club and stuff, I didn't have it with me because normally I'll keep it in my pocket, but sometimes I forget. But I am really focusing on just self-sustaining, and it's really easy to be in a house and put stuff together and then just throw it in the oven, going about your business. But what if you don't have an oven anymore? What do you do? I do have a big grill. You guys have seen me cook on my grill. I have my grill, but I also have this pit because guess what? It takes a lot of resources to get that grill going. You need a lot of wood or a lot of what are those things called? I want to call them biscuits. The charcoal. You need a lot of charcoal biscuits. That's why you need a lot of charcoal. But right now we have just one piece of wood mixed in with two more. Backyard farming with Ashley. Hello. Hi. Hi, backyard farming with Ashley. So it's really important to me to really get into the swing of things. For one, it's going to keep my house from not being so hot. And I'm in the desert. My nights are like 70 degrees right now. But because I'm in the desert right by the mountains, we get the good breeze. So during the day, it's not been really windy, although today we did get some wind, but it's been really, really hot. And so that's another reason to be able to cook outside and keep my house cool, well, cooler, and worry about not have to worry about all of my electric bill and everything. So this is going to help me save money. This is like a win-win-win. Helps you save money. Thank you, Pudding. You didn't see the other one, the other Dutch oven? Then ask Selena and everybody because somebody had to put it up because it's not in here. Or maybe it's it should be another one on my rack where all my mason jars are. And Bam Bam just may not have known what he was looking at because it's not in the box. I know that's why I pushed it over. It was leaking because he put it right on the table. Just trying to clean this table off. But I really want to really just gravitate to doing everything that I can on my own, not having to depend on anybody's system. Huh? Okay, so go ask them where it is because somebody had to clean it and put it up. That's from when, oh, that's from Monday when I barbecued. I, um, I was out here Monday doing a daggone thing. I did a whole pack of links. I did chicken. I did a rack of baby backs, and I fried some fish. I have a feeling that this is going to be like one of those summers where I am going to be just out here, not really cooking in the house as much. I feel like we're going to be out here. For one, this is going to be our first summer in our home, and I don't have to deal with any neighbors, any craziness, any nothing. I get to just be out here in my family backyard, doing what I got to do, go out in the garden, go over there with the chickens, everything. You know what? Everything is covered. Let's go. Let's go check on the chickens and let me show y'all. See, it's catching. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So that's good. But I am wanting to move that just a little bit. One second, you guys. Okay. Let's go see what's going on with the animals. There's so many anthills. Let me just show y'all. We got a lot going on, huh? And everything. Then I was haven't gotten to it yet. But the garden is getting a revamping. What are you doing out? What are you two doing out? Oh my. We have dead chickens. What are you doing out, girl? Let me turn it around for y'all. Okay. So this is the new, look at that, up in the window. Y'all see her up in the window? Watch this, you guys. Hello? Y'all hungry? Could y'all see that? Y'all couldn't see nothing. I'm so sorry. There they go. Hello? So just so y'all can see, here they go, running all around. And the ducks. Those are the big ducks. The babies are coming out here today. Let me see, what can I do? What is blocking? There goes Hubert. What are you doing, girl? There goes Hubert. You'll be seeing him mounting somebody unless I put him on timeout. This is the timeout section for Hubert. So if he charges me, he's going right into here. There they go. All of my babies. Now, I have more in that shed, but I don't let them all out at the same time for the most part. Well, Jeremiah does. We got to get these dead birds up. See? The ducks and the chicks and everybody, they can just rock out together. All right, let me let the meat birds out and the other birds. Uh-oh. here they go. And they'll just run around and forage, do whatever they need to do, enjoy themselves. Let me get them some food. Oh, really? Okay, y'all not about to come bombard me. I don't have nothing. So I'm gonna leave them out here for a little while, and then Jeremiah or Senior will come and get them. So I'll lay this down since you're gonna be bothering me. All right, let's get to cooking. The other day, I guess Jeremiah mistakenly left some out, and I don't know what got to him. Pissed me off, but it's a part of the journey, right? There's always going to be some losses. It's just how you deal with it. So the way I'm going to deal with it is let my incubator make me more, and then that'll be that. Okay, hold on. The wood is not looking so good. All right. Let me turn it back around. Okay. So let me get it back to me. Okay. The chickens and the ducks are doing their thing. The turkeys are going out tonight. Yep. I am feeling pretty doggone good about it. The turkeys are like, I think I got the turkeys on March 20, no, what was it? April 25th? So, no, yeah. I think I got them April 25th. I don't know. I have to check and see. But I know the turkeys are big enough to go out there and rock out with the big girls. Because the only boy is Hubert with his mounting self. So Jeremiah was, he's been like watching, trying to figure out which eggs he thinks have been fertilized. Although I don't think he's done the candle method, but he has been trying to, figure it out. And so what he did was he made a mistake, and he came to me and he was like, "Mom, look." And it was like, oh, if y'all see this is from the hospital. You see, I bruise very easy. So that's from the IVs. So don't think I've been beat, because y'all should know me better than that. But just in case you saw it, let me tell you what that was from. That's from the IVs. after having 6 C-sections, my veins are just like, "Ugh." But okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, so he was like, it was like the beginnings of a fertilized egg, but it hadn't, went through anything like, it was still fine, but he was worried about it. I said, just leave it out. Oh my. I thank God the fire was not that good because, wow. Let me bring y'all back down here to me. The wind just blew y'all, didn't it? Disrespectful wind. Cover that up. Okay, let me see. I try to put the leg up under. Okay, we should be good. But yeah, I just told him to just go ahead and throw that egg out. But he's like, Mom, he's been taking these business courses in school. I'm gonna have to get in the glove now. In high school. So it's been really, on him. Plus, he always had an entrepreneurial spirit. So he's like, you keep buying all of these birds, and he's like, we need to just hurry up and get an incubator. And I'm like, yeah, we are, but I've been procrastinating on it. Uh-oh. Make it a little higher. I have been procrastinating with buying it, and so we just went on Amazon and we're looking at which one we're going to be purchasing. So I'm going to be purchasing my incubator. It's an incubator for I think it's 92. It's either 92 or 112. I can't recall. So just FYI, I do not, I don't use, I should say it. I don't use breadcrumbs. And I dropped you again and my phone is on the fire. God. Okay. I have to prop this up because for whatever reason it keeps falling. 1 second, you guys. Why are you leaning back? And it seems to only want to do it when when I walk away. That's the cold part about it. This is horrible. I do apologize. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, we picked out which one we're going to be using. So we're going to be ordering that. And then I don't have to buy. But see, you know what? I'm going to be honest. With buying my meat birds, I mean, not my meat birds, but buying birds, it's like I fell in love with just buying different kind. When you can look and see, like, this one produces 200 eggs a year. This one produces 320 eggs a year. This one produces pink eggs. This one produces green eggs. And I'm like, ooh, ooh, because if y'all know me, y'all know I love color. So I'm sitting here like, look at all of the colors. I am just mashing up the bran flakes. These are bran flakes. This is a great way to get extra fiber into the diet. Instead of using bread or crackers or I've even seen people use panko. This is a awesome way to get extra fiber in the diet. So I use bran flakes. Not with the raisins. These aren't the raisins. No. Just regular bran flakes. And I'll buy like I think it's like a 20 ounce box for like $1 something. Until I can grow my own bran and have my own meal. That's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is I think it's 92. I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and get that done and just incorporate having that set up for ourselves, and then I don't have to buy different ones. But I like buying the chicks because you get a variety of colors, you get a variety of sizes. Some eggs are oval, some are, really round. They're different, some, I don't know, and the colors of the chickens, the different types, the different breeds of chickens. I just adore them, the different personalities of some of these chicks, because some of them will walk up on you like, what's up? How you doing? And then you have some that are very reserved and refined. And then you have some that are very into, they want to be on camera. I have them walk up to me when I'm recording, and they'll walk away when I'm not. See, I got a green egg. I have 2 green eggs. That's beautiful to me. But you guys know this is also new. Beautiful. No baby. So I'm just enjoying it. Another beautiful one, no baby. And so I'm learning. Now see, this one is speckled. Y'all see that? It's speckled. So pretty. You don't get that from the grocery store. Beautiful. And what I've learned is when you, I kind of want y'all to see what I'm doing, but I don't want it to fall again. Hopefully it won't. When I am going to the grocery store, you don't get this. You don't even get this, If they're brown, they're like this one basic brown because they're only using like one type of egg. I mean, one type of hen. So that's 5 eggs and no babies. They're all good. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is add in my vegetables. So that was the green onion. Then I have some red onion and some red pepper and some green peppers. And I had my cactus, my Nepales, but I don't have a, oh, the kids are outside. I don't have a knife with me, so I'm just gonna skip that portion of it. And it fell again. I tell y'all, every time I turn my head, I'm at to prop y'all up. I gotta, what can I prop y'all up on? Okay. Okay. We should not have, hopefully, another situation now. Let's see how it's that. Okay. It's propped up. New gloves. Okay, it's a 17.3 ounce box. And I paid like a no more than $1.50 for it. But I'm going to have Earl come get this fire started because that didn't work. And it's probably because I haven't perfected it. This is my first time trying it. That's why you have to deal with your preps. You have to learn how to use them because, see, here I am. I don't know anything about those wood starters. I saw them. I said, that would be, I'm trying to look at stuff that you can have and, you can like hide away. So having some of those wood starters in your pocket or, in your bag, those are easy to keep with you. But they're not really catching too much to that big log of wood. And so that's what I'm trying to get really taken care of. So now, this was 5 pounds of ground beef. You guys know I go to Winco and I go to Costco Business Center and I buy the 10-pound logs. I've shown them to you. They're like that big. And I get them for a really good price. But this is, oh, shoot. This is, what is it, 28.72? I think that's what it is, 28.72. All right, so I'm putting some Tonys in there. Oh, man, I forgot the onion soup mix. Okay, let me close it. Y'all know, I love that Johnny's. Oh, that was real smart. This is why I have so many gloves because I go through them like nobody's business. Let me wipe this off. And this is why I keep the Lysol wipes right here with me. But I love Johnny's because Lawry's has an okay taste to it. Before I knew Johnny's, I loved Lawry's, right? But once you taste something that's better, that's what you want. And I'm going to tell you right now, this Johnny's is by far better than Lawry's. Lawry's is now low budget. And let me tell you, Darlene, can you tell Earl to come here? Tell him I need help with the fire. Thank you. And I need a soup mix. They are in the cabinet where the box the box pastas and stuff are. Thank you. I'm black, so I try to watch my seasoning. But this is 5 pounds of meat. So this is the Everglades that hands in the dirt and I be talking about because it comes from Florida. My uncle sends it to me. He used to send it to my mom. And so one day I was watching Hands in the Dirt. I keep this in there to keep it fresh and to make them think that I haven't opened it so they don't own it. Because when they open that part up, it's empty. But I'm a stinker. But there we go. I saw him talking about it and I was like, I know about that Everglade life. My Uncle Steve's been keeping us up on game. So, yeah. He was like, y'all don't know nothing about that. I was like, yes, I do. So I had to immediately do a video showing him that I knew what he was talking about. And then when my shipment came in from my uncle, it was a wrap. But when you go to, if you have a Johnny's around you, yeah, this is garlic. When I go to Winco, sometimes I have to get the, I buy in bulk because I haven't ground my own yet. And I have garlic that I need to grind, but I haven't ground it yet. I buy in bulk. You buy it in these little Ziploc bags, or they have bigger bags, and it's like pennies to the dollar. Like um, a pound of ground garlic is like maybe $1.50 for a pound of ground onion. It's like $1.20 or something. So it's not working. The fire is still lit. It's just not lit like I want it to be. Earl is coming to help me out. But yeah, I am like just trying to come up with all of this, these different ways. So I really want to focus on cooking outside like 3 to 4 times a week, learning different recipes, learning how to use my camping stuff because I have 3 or 4 Dutch ovens. And then I have, you guys have seen my skillets and stuff. And then I have like the hard piece that one side is flat for like pancakes and stuff. And then the other side is ridged. I have that. And then I even have one that you can take and like put over a fire and it'll cook. It's like a tripod and it cooks like fish and I think you can like roast potatoes or something like that. I have it, but I've never tried it. Everything's he said he's getting a lighter fluid. He's not playing with it. We took one piece of wood and brought it over here. Oh, it's going to the wood for the fireplace. He's like, woman, I'm trying to rest because he just got in from work not too long ago. No, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one that I've never used. Where is she at? Mm-hmm. So, last thing, the Lipton's onion soup mix. Now, a lot of the time, what I'll do is, and I'm using both packets because this is 5 pounds of meat. A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll put like corn in my meatloaf. Like I said, I use the cactus. I put the Nepalese in there. I put cheese in it and everything. It's just whatever I feel like at the, and whatever I have available as well. While Earl is getting the fire together, I will get this together and get ready to go. Blake is what? He's what? Blake is annoying. Blake is the big white, well, the other duck is now the same size as Blake, huh? Oh, well, the big white duck that you saw out there, we believe she's a girl, but we didn't know because they were unsexed. So Maya named her Blake. And I said, well, Maya, what if she turns out to be a girl? She said, I don't care. Her name is still Blake. Because Blake is a unisex name. So Selena said Blake is annoying. It's a lot more people in here, and I'm not getting any notification. So I'm going to say hello to whoever's in there. Thank you for coming in, hanging out with me. I am rambling and making meatloaf on the campfire. Have I ever done this before? No. You are learning with me. So, in this meatloaf, I have green bell peppers, red bell peppers. See, I'm happy that he's got the fire going now because it'll make these flies get away from me. I have 5 eggs that came from our chickens. We have bran cereal that I crumbled up really fine, and then seasoning, and green onion. So this is a quick and easy recipe right here, because normally I put the kitchen sink in. So you didn't need the other one? Not yet? Okay. The fire starters? Yeah, they're right here. That was these. Oh, the little ones. I have one on the table right here. No. Okay. Because I also got some other fire starters I'll show you in a second. Okay, so I think this is pretty incorporated, and I don't want the flies to get in here. I was hoping it would be a little too windy for these stinking flies, but these flies are resilient. Blake is in the tree. She flew in the tree? Oh, I thought she said that Blake flew in the tree. Okay, let me hurry up and get this meat covered because, yeah, what I don't do are flies. I will deal with ants. I despise flies. Okay. Now, one of these days in the near future, I'll show you guys how I make my meatloaf cupcakes. Yeah, those are pretty fantabulistic. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is get this into the cast iron skillet. I don't want these to fly away because I need my gloves because I'm probably gonna use them all. That over here. You can go. Oh, I'll keep you. Slide you over. Now, one of the things that I do that is probably very annoying is I am the type of person that when I use something, I like to put it back in the box. Now, this one is not. This isn't the case. This is a brand new one. But I love to put them right back in the box. Everything goes right back in the box. But my family's been fighting with me about it. See, no, this is the one that I use. This is not new. This is new. I just put it back in the box. And so now we have a problem because this is not cleaned properly. So I didn't put this back. One of my kids must have because it's all rusted on the inside. Rusted. So now I'm not going to use this one. And I need to cover this meat. I think I'm going to just take it with me. Let's see. I'll cover that. You guys, give me a couple of moments. Hopefully, let me put you guys over a little bit so that you guys don't fly away. Let's see. Converse amongst yourselves. Give me a minute to go switch these out. All you had to do was get the net. Okay, I see the winds are out here acting up. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, good, I didn't lose a lot of people. Okay, so we're gonna have to do things a little different. I refuse to give up. However, cannot find the other one. So I'm gonna do the other way. The other way is to use Reynolds wrap and make logs. So next week I will have everything together, and that's my bad for not doing my due diligence. All right, so the other way that I was watching and reading was they said to take sheets and you kind of fold them. Fold it kind of sort of like that so that you can have it together, and you're supposed to fold the ends. So you're going to fold the ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some, make little loaves. So now I'm going to make loaves. You have to be versatile, right? When you try it one way, it's not working out. You have to be able to say, oh man, I just realized I forgot my Worcestershire sauce, but that's okay. So I'm just going to make nice little loaves. Get your little loaf, and then I'm gonna go wrap it over. Oh, that's why. And then you come over, folding it nice and neat. Hopefully you guys can see. Kind of like a little envelope. Over, like a little burrito. One meatloaf down. Yes, princess. Okay, set her out in the sun. She needs to dry. She's not dry. It's gonna take her some time to get dry. You're supposed to put her out in the sun, and they were supposed to go in the pool hours ago. How many are in the pool? 2? The babies didn't go in the pool? Okay, good. Because they are going into the shed today. They are going into the shed. I'll put a little bit more in here. But to be truthful, I think that making them into these loaves are going to go quicker anyway. So that's a good thing. This is all about learning, experimenting. I didn't fold it. Okay, so you go over, fold, and bring that in. I'm trying to remember the technique I just did. It's not as neat as the other one. So hopefully I can get like 4 of these out. I I figure if I can get four, that's like a pound and a half per meatloaf, right? Let's see. Uh-oh. Now, another thing that I'm going to be doing is trying to regulate canning in my pit. Because my pit is deep, and so because my pit is deep, if I can get the fire to stay, um, boy, you scared me, Jeremiah. Yes, I'm recording. Hmm? It's okay. Jeremiah the prankster. Jeremiah the graduate. My baby graduated. Okay. So proud. 4 down and 2 to go. Okay. Over. Just like a burrito. This is how I'm doing this. I don't know. Whatever. As long as it gets covered. Done. 3. Okay, good. 4. But I want to figure out how I can out here. I don't know if it's possible, but I want to try. I've seen people can outside, but they have like a system, not like in a pit. But if the rubber were to meet the road and the only way I have to can was on my pit, I need to know that I can do it. Now, I might have to can inside of the grill because the grill has the gauge to let me know what the temperature is. So that might be something that I have to consider. I don't know. Right now, I'm just in the fantasizing stage. So this one is really small. Can you see it? Yeah. It's really small, but that's okay. So, what I'm going to do now, the fire is not staying. Nope. There's smoke, but there's no fire. So, what I'm going to have to do is take a moment, because now we're going to have to fire up Big Boy. I like firing up Big Boy. I love my smoker. It's a smoker grill. We had, I don't know if you guys remember the old house, but we had the really big one that had the smoker that went on top. But the racks were worn out, and Earl didn't want it anymore. I had bought it for him for Father's Day like 10 years ago or something. So my dad, my Uncle Lonnie, that I call dad, y'all know I call him Uncle Lonnie dad because In his mind, he's my dad. He tells everybody that he raised me. However, he and my Aunt Michelle got married when I was 21. I was already married, but in his mind, he raised me. So I let him have his delusions. So anyway, he gifted me this grill like 2 years ago. So Earl was like, well, we don't need that grill. We're going to get a better one because the plan is to take this gate back, like, I don't know, 20 feet. We're going to push it back. We're going to have one side, we're going to push it back all the way around, especially going out that way because we have a lot of room that way that's unused. So we're going to push it back and we're going to turn this side into a pool. And then this side, I want to build a deck, which means we're going to have to get rid of all of these anthills. And this is on a slope. So we're going to have to somehow level it out. And yeah, we're going to push it all back. And we're still going to have a different type of a fire pit, but he's going to have a built-in pit. So he's like, this pit will do us fine. And then we have a little green one for like traveling, like when we go to the beach or whatever. So yeah. But now I'm gonna have to get him to come and get that going. And it's just very interesting to me that I got that I had went and bought some charcoal. Why can't I remember the word charcoal? It's the second time I had one of them moments. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna wait for him because he and I think Jay's watering the garden and he's with the birds. So I'm gonna take this piece of wood and these little wood starters and these matches and I'm gonna go start that grill by myself. Oh, beautiful. Because when I was out here on Monday, I didn't really use a lot of the charcoal that was here, so it's still in really good condition. So that's truly a bonus. I said, let me see. So when I had went to the store Monday for Memorial Day, I was like, let me go ahead and get some of the Matchlight um, charcoal. And I was being cheap. I didn't get the regular Kingsford. Oh, wait, hold up. Y'all are looking at the ground. I'm sorry. Okay. So as I was saying, I got the generic Kroger. Yeah, it was Kroger. I'm like, was it Kroger or was it Winco? See, the wind is blowing, but it's still staying. All right, we got a fire. Now, while it's doing that, just for the sake of showing you guys I'm in love with these matches, I'm going to let you see me with this match, submerge it in the water. Let's go over here. Oh, okay. I gotta bring you down for a second then. Oh, sorry. Wait, you guys can't see. I want it to be completely like, no question, am I telling the truth? Why are we not? Come on, water. What is up with you? First you're leaking. Now you won't give me anything? Oh, there we go. Y'all see that, right? Okay. Now, same lighter, same match. You come back over here. Post y'all right there. Bring y'all back up. Okay. So I'm taking it, putting it right here. Ooh. Don't be trying to make me out to be a lie. Oh, well, duh. I got to get it in a fire. See? It's supposed to go for 25 seconds. Whew. It got me. All right. Now let's get this fire going good. Get on in there. Get on over there. There we go. All of the charcoal hadn't gotten wet, but the wood's burning. But I wanted to get the charcoal going too. All right, I'm gonna let that cook for a minute. Now let me see what's going on in the chat. How is everybody doing? Okay. Oh, filter. Oh, yeah, filter. Oh, we went to go see the chicks. Who's that? Hi, Monica and Eric. Deshaun like it. Hey, Deshaun. Oh, okay. And did it say? Oh, my phone is about to die. Okay. I have to go get my Hey Hudson. Hey TLC. Cassandra, growing with Hudson. Lashes. Hi. I'm always gonna say lashes. Okay. So the fire is going, and the meatloafs are ready to go. Oh, thank you. Grab the matches off the pit. Right? Give me 1 second. Let me go get my charger. You gotta do it again today. It is very stinky. Here I come, everybody. Okay. All right, now that's charging. Let me check on the fire. All right. Okay, so in about maybe 2 minutes, I might be able to put the meatloaf on. So when we were in Georgia, there was this place called Wet Willie's. I think that's the name of it. Um, we went to a different club, but Wet Willie's was on the end of the row of the clubs. And Bobby went and got this. It's like a slushy. It's like if you had a slushy machine and instead of having just a slushy, you had an alcoholic beverage. It was so good. Now, I don't drink a lot. I sip, then I pass it on. I promise you, if I wasn't driving, I would have drank half of it. Right now, I'm like, I really want one of those slushies. Like, it feels so good out here right now. It's Jeremiah. It feels so good out here right now. The wind is blowing, but not hard. It was. Oh my goodness. I can't remember if it was like, it wasn't pina colada. It was like watermelon, strawberry, something. But I could just really go for how's the fire looking, son?
Very low.
Very low. Okay, can you put these on the spider web? Okay, so just put them like, yeah, still on you. Yeah, I've never had one, but I guess so.
What is this?
Meatloaf. I was gonna put them on there. Put one on there. Let's see how it. Let's experiment. See how that one goes. So Jeremiah is putting one on the top of the pit because it's smoking. It's not flame. He's gonna put the other three on the grill.
Hey, we do this. Make sure you keep the flag on the top.
Okay. Thank you.
So the oil doesn't.
Yeah. And then close it. So let's give it a whirl. It's open just a little bit, the gauge. Does it say what the temperature is? Eco's in the house. Hey, brother. What's up, brother Eco?
140 right now.
It's at 140?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully we can get it to like 250. Hopefully. Is it an ant on you?
No, it's just the wind.
The wind.
On my leg hairs.
Are all the chicks put up already?
No,
They're still running around. Okay. But yeah. I want.
You have a lighter?
I do not have a lighter. I have.
Wow.
I think I love these matches a little bit too much. I have these matches. I love those lights. I love all those little matches, man. I'm telling y'all.
I'm throw this in there.
Oh, the last little pieces.
No, bag.
Okay. Do we need it?
Yeah, the fire's in one little spot. It's not big enough.
Well, there's lighter fluid. Or even that piece of wood right there is a yeah, it has the lighter wax on it. So it'll light up and then you can take it and plant it somewhere else. I think I'm gonna get me a little glass of wine or something. I think I'm in the mood for some wine. See, when you spend most of your time either at work, but most of it with your kids, like I quit working in preschool. I quit. I used to do respite work for children with special needs. My degree is in early childhood education. And so when I was in high school, I went to cosmetology school. I did that. I worked in the salon, state board, all of that stuff. But then I knew that standing on my feet all day was something I wasn't going to be able to do. So I went into early childhood education, got my degree in that, worked in daycare. I was the chair for policies and procedures for LACO, which is the Los Angeles. Really? Really? Really?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to tell him what you're doing.
Go ahead.
He's acting like he's peeing. He's got
Lighter fluid.
the lighter fluid.
That's for fire.
That's a fire. These kids. Oh, okay. So Ego said, let's see. All right. So this is what we got going on right now. So is the meatloaf gonna burn? I pray to God not. But I can hear snap, crackle, and popping. You hear it? So, why are the matches on the floor, son?
Drop.
You dropped them while you were play peeing?
No, when you throw it to me, I put it down, but it fell.
Oh.
Put a little.
Now, see, this is the problem that I'm having right here.
What? What?
Okay. Well, this is Reynolds, and Reynolds is supposed to be like flame retardant and everything. Okay, so let's close it
No,
and see what happens.
I want to put the wood under it.
You want to put the wood under it? Okay.
If I ain't got nothing to put it over there with.
Oh, get another stick. They're right there. This is what happens when you have children. You have teenage son. Just turn it more than, yeah. And Jeremiah is my almost 18-year-old. He's my new graduate. And he always is, Mom, I know better. And the camera is on me. He doesn't have on a shirt, so it's not like y'all haven't seen him shirtless before, but
They weren't supposed to.
that's not true because you were flexing for him that day at the old house. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna tell you guys, I am so honored to have the 6 kids that I was supposed to have. Y'all know my story. I wasn't supposed to have kids and everything, but God gave them to me. So even when I'm so frustrated, I just miss them. Oh, they said we saw him walk past you. You came through the gate. Exactly. You just a boy without a shirt on. That's it. But even when I'm like so irritated. Oh, you remember that, huh, husband? Yeah, at the old house. I'm just so grateful to have them. Like, when people ask me if I had it all to do over again, what would I do different? And the only thing I could say is I would have more children. I would not decrease. Their personalities are completely different, but I love them. They keep me on my toes. They keep me young. Minus my tooth, I don't look 46 and a half. Yes, I put that half on. It's kind of like 3/4 because September's coming around that corner and I'm about to be 47 and I'm so excited. But that's what I would do different, you know? Ego, you should remember because, see, be careful, Jay, because that's that brush right there. This is all your fault in the first place, Ego. Well, thank you, brother. But me cooking outside in the backyard is your fault and Led's fault. And I know you remember you were in the yard. Led had just got through with his spiel about we needed to know how to work our equipment. And then you decided to go in your front yard and cook the chili. And then I said, you know what? That's what I got to do. I got to use my stuff. So we weren't in this house. We were at the old house. I had the little bonfire pit that I had got from Walmart for $44. And we had 2 of those. And I went ahead and I started cooking. And we made breakfast. And Darlene went live on Facebook while I was on this live. This is like right when I first started going lives. Yeah, I went way back. That was last year, like April. That's a meatloaf. Yeah, they're all in there because my this wasn't a new one. This is one that I had used. Somebody cleans it, put it back, but they didn't season it, so it was rusted. So I got to go through that whole thing. I didn't feel like dealing with it, and the other two can't find them. So I just went to the other way, which is the Reynolds wrap. So
I dropped it.
I cut myself somehow. My finger is hurting, but it was so fun. That day we made Darlene to tell you. I think we did Al what is it? Al Broughton potatoes or Al Groton potatoes. No, O'Brien potatoes. We did the O'Brien potatoes, we scrambled eggs, we did bacon and sausage, I think. And I fell in love with it. But then we were in the process of trying to find a house and all of that stuff. See, Eco, I'm telling you, when I say that you guys got me through my mom's death, you guys were such a positive distraction. Y'all gave me so much stuff to do. And then starting, working on our garden and dealing with the chicks that weren't ours. Remember the chicks in the front yard that I used to feed and wanted to take with us and everything. And now I got all these chickens and ducks and turkeys. And I'm thinking about getting quail because the quail are away, the barns are away from any house close by. So they can't really hear our animals. So I'm really thinking about getting some quail.
Oh,
It's working?
it worked.
All right, cool beans.
Yeah, push it extra
Ouch, hurt myself. But
hard. Okay, it still works.
Earl, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I'm gonna inspect this.
Come put your head in. Amen.
Hello, everybody.
I've been trying to get him in here. Your finger is probably hurting because, oh, duh, yeah, because I burnt it with the match. You're right, like right in the crease. What did you say? Hi, Annette. How are you? He did he do it like he was peeing?
No.
Because that's what he was doing a minute ago. I'm sorry, I didn't turn off my notifications. Let me see.
The wood not staying lit.
The wood's not staying lit.
Let's put it out there. This is not working.
If I put on Do Not Disturb, will that stop the internet?
No. Do not disturb the for your notifications.
Okay, so I'm putting it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, there we go. Whew, I thought I lost y'all.
Let me throw a match in it.
You like my matches too, huh? They're like,
Fire.
yeah, we all some pyros over here.
Oh, this is gonna be a fire.
We are some. All right, I'm gonna turn it around so y'all can see. Jay's about to drop one of those matches in.
Told you.
I don't know if that meatloaf's gonna be edible, but if not, I have meatloaf inside of mason jars. If we just have to have meatloaf.
I'm gonna check one.
Welcome to my world.
It's cooking, so
Oh, they're cooking?
Yeah.
All right.
I just need to.
So should we close it?
I need a fire first.
Okay. So they're cooking. We just have to keep the fire going. Okay. I love my crazy life. See, this is why I still look like a kid. Let me see if I can show y'all. If you guys follow me Oh, dang, it's like dead, huh, Selena? Well, it was charging, so it should. Okay. If you guys follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or on TikTok, then you saw this video that I did, and it's like there's a guy talking, and he's like, let's start a new challenge or trend or something like that, and he's like, show me your high school picture, and then a picture. Yeah, it's broken. I have to get a new one.
Put it on.
It still, it bends. See, it tilts. So that's why I'm propping it up on that. 1 second. They need some more of these little fire starter sticks. Get the fire starter stick. You forgot what you were doing.
No, I'm trying to see what else can I substitute it with.
Truth be told, you can get this lid, this cast iron lid. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wait, do I have TikTok on here? Oh, yes, I do. So it says, well, I'll show you. Oh, well, I'm having to log in. Okay, let's do. Wait, hold up. It's dark. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me turn it up. Well, might not be able to turn it up. Let's see.
Upload your photo from high school and then show what you look like now. I'll go first. Let's start a new trend.
Class of
Upload your
93.
senior
Whoop,
photo from high
whoop.
school and then show what you look like
See?
now. I'll go first. Let's start a new.
So I basically look the same. It's just that I didn't have on my glasses. If I take off my glasses, I look like that picture, but I had a bang. I don't know. But I don't know. I enjoy this crazy life with these crazy 7 people. Well, Darlene, these crazy 8 people. They keep me young, you know? When I was in a hospital. Oh, so, okay, yeah. When we came back from the trip, when we were on our way back, I started feeling really funky. And I got up to go to the bathroom. We were in what, New Mexico? Yeah, we were in New Mexico. And all of us, they're flipping them for me. So I'm not doing it right now. The men are taking care of it. Thank God. I got the men folk, right? But I was, got up out the car to go to use the bathroom. And I think at the time Earl was driving. I wasn't even driving. Was I? I wasn't driving, was I? I was driving. And I pulled up we were at the gas station portion. And from the gas station area to the entrance of the store, I was completely winded. I felt like I was a balloon and the air was pushing out of me. And I could not for the life of me understand why. And so I was like, okay, I had to just stand there. And they're like, ma'am, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. I just need a second. And I have heart situations. So I was like really concerned. So I went, used the restroom and everything. And I'm thinking like, I have fluid on me. So maybe I just need to go use the bathroom and then I'll feel okay. So I came out and I still was feeling really bad. So I'm getting in the car and I'm like, and I'm trying not to bring attention, but I was struggling to breathe. And so I just sat there. They're wrapping it in more foil now.
Yeah, I put a hole in it.
Oh, you put a hole in it. Okay, got you. Jeremiah is so heavy handed. He doesn't try. He and his dad, they're heavy handed. And so I try to just sit there and just, give myself a moment to catch my breath. But it just wasn't going away. So I'm drinking some Gatorade because we didn't have any Pedialyte. So I'm drinking the Gatorade, and I take my potassium pill, I take my magnesium pill,
I don't like the smell of these.
I take my blood pressure pill,
Oh, I do.
and I'm just like, okay, this should go away. So we just sat there. We sat there for about an hour, and I'm just resting.
Had some.
And then Earl took off. He started driving. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, I'm not liking how I'm feeling. I need to get to a hospital because my grandmother was overweight and she had congestive heart failure. And then my aunt, overweight, had congestive heart failure. And then my cousin that I call uncle, who's now no longer with us, overweight, congestive heart failure. So then I'm sitting here going, am I having congestive heart failure? I am not clammy, but I felt hot. But I'm 46 and I've been in menopause for a year. So I'm like, maybe this is what it is. I don't know. What? It's been a year. Oh, well, I've been in menopause for a long time. I was premenopausal, but now I'm actually. We need to get the tongs, Jay, because that needs to get turned over. The long tongs. No, he hasn't. Y'all heard that? Nah, I got it. So anyway, Earl's just driving and I'm not feeling any better. So I'm looking for a hospital. And we were like in the middle of New Mexico. Well, no, we were closer to Arizona at the time. And so we find this hospital. So we go to the hospital. It wasn't far from where we were. It was like right down the street from where we were. And so when we get there, they're closed. The whole hospital was closed. And I was confused. I'm like, how do you close a whole hospital? It's burning. We got black smoke. And what it is the grease, Jay, you flipped it over. And so I told him, I said, we can't do anything. So I called. Yeah, so I called
All the way down.
to find out why.
Oh, God. It's good.
Yep. It's fine.
All right, we're good now. Okay, so oh yeah, okay, good. So I go to, I called them to find out, like, is it another side that I'm missing or something? And it says that they have new hours and that they close at 7. So there's no emergency anymore or anything. So we leave. And I'm like, okay, or you just gotta drive. So he's driving. We get to Arizona and everything. I'm not feeling any better, but I've taken all of my medicine, taken my water pill, my blood pressure pill, everything I'm doing I'm supposed to do. I started, that's another thing. I had him give me some aspirin because I'm like, in the event that it is my heart or something, let me get this aspirin in me right now. So I didn't know if it was a heart attack or what. So we make it to California, and that day Earl has to go to work. So we get him to work and everything. I stayed at his job. I didn't come home. because if you guys know, if you follow me, you guys know that his job is like an hour away. My job is like an hour and a half to 2 hours away, depending on traffic.
Hey, this is
I wasn't going to work. It's done.
yeah. You know,
It needs to go in the oven now a little bit. He's gonna show you. Oh,
a piece of
that's the one that we put on the pit. That's not the one from the grill. Okay, well, what you need to do is go get a knife. So go get a knife. So,
touch me.
oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. I got these.
Give me one. You have gloves.
Yeah, I always have gloves.
Thank you.
Sanitation, boy. So, when he gets off of work, well, I had called his boss, or text his boss and let him know that, I wasn't really feeling good and if it was okay for him to just take another day off. His boss was like, that's okay, take care of yourself. So then, but he went into work the next day, that's right. So I took him to work, and Earl works nights. He has me work at 4:30 in the morning. That's one of the reasons, like, I drop him off and then I go straight to work. So that's why I'm able to do my morning inspiration so early in the morning. It's like right on time for you guys, like right at 8 o'clock for you guys, but it's like 4:30 to 5 out here, depending on when I do it. So anyway, I did not have enough energy to drive myself back home.
Should I do it?
Go for it. It's not done.
It is, but it's soft.
It is, but it's soft.
The grease just sat there.
Oh, got
It
you.
got saturated.
Okay, how does it taste?
It tastes like normal meatloaf, but I can feel like the mushiness of the grease. You see it? It done solidified on the
yeah.
top already.
Okay. Oh, it's formed.
Yeah. It just gotta.
Okay. It's done. Through and through.
You just need a little longer. I'm gonna have to wash my hands. Yeah.
It tastes like my regular meatloaf. He's right. It tastes bomb.
What temperature and for how long?
In the oven? Turn them. 250. I just messed this up. Anyway, so I couldn't drive. So I slept in the car the whole time. Diamond was with me. I think it was either Diamond or Maya. One of the girls were with me, just to make sure that I was okay. And then when he got off of work, he drove me home. And then it was like, I'm sitting here, like, it's not going away. So we called the paramedics because at that time I was like really fighting to breathe. The paramedics come, they checked me out. My blood pressure, of course, was high. They did an EKG on me, and they could see the issues that I have with my heart, but it wasn't scary. But they were like, no, you need to go in. We need to take you. And so they took me, and I went. That was Tuesday night, and I didn't get out until Saturday. While I was there, I went on Wednesday. Your Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night, and didn't get out until Saturday. And when I went in, they did. They thought that either I might have been having congestive heart failure or I might be blood clotting because I wasn't stopping and stretching and walking. I was just driving, trying to do those stretches. And then I was really swollen. And that was another reason why they thought that I might have clots. So then they did this very, very painful investigation on me where they took the ultrasound on my legs and, like, say, Like say this is my leg and this is the table. They're pressing down on you like that. And then they took it in the middle part of my leg, up under my knee. They took the scope, and it's like the same wand that they use for ultrasound, and they're pushing up under my legs like this, and it hurt so bad. And I'm gonna tell you, if they can clone people and they can make it rain and do all of these things, they need to come up with some technology to where they can inspect your whole body without hurting. Because if you're already in pain, why put you through more? But that's what they did. Yes, it did, Lady D. It came out real good.
Well, I ain't eat no more today. I didn't walk it in.
Oh, you walked twice today?
Gonna do my thing.
She's walking the property. Lady D has gained weight and she can't stand it. Because you were, what, when we moved here, you were what size?
Ooh, for 7, 8,
And you are what now?
10. I just want this. That's all. You
She wants to get rid of her stomach. She don't like her fupa. I don't blame her. Who does? But whatever. So she's taking action.
My waist trying to be here Monday.
Her waist trainer will be here Monday. Whoop, whoop. So what we're doing is and I'm gonna get back to my story in just a second. But what we're doing is walking the property. It's 1.6 acres. If you go from the very beginning of the property all the way to, we're just doing the corners pretty much and walking around, trying to do it like that, or either going from one side of the property to the other, back and forth. Just trying to be active. Okay, so anyway, they put me on this bed. It's like a chamber, like when you go to get like a CAT scan, but you don't lay where your head goes through the ring. You lay at the foot. And I didn't even go to the ring. They had this computer that the camera came up and it would, she'd have me take deep, no, I had to breathe, had to inhale into this machine because they were checking my lungs, trying to see if I had fluid on my lungs or whatever. So I had to inhale really hard on the machine and then hold it and then release it and everything. So they were checking for that. And then they did echocardiogram on me. And then they checked, my brain to see if I had like a blood clot in my head. And they did all of the things that they could do just to say, we don't see anything wrong with you. Which is good, but it's scary because why was I so winded? And I mean, they had me, they had the IV, I had IV over here, and I had IV in this arm. So they had to hydrate me because I was definitely dehydrated, which is interesting that I was dehydrated, but I was swollen and had extra fluid all at the same time. But being there, I was able to rest. I was able to, talk with God. I was on all y'all lives. I was uploading my videos. I wasn't really letting nobody know. I let Cherie know that I was in the hospital, and I think I let Time to Grow know, and I let Led know. But other than that, I wasn't really speaking on it because I didn't want to stress anybody else out, or, about me being in the hospital until I knew what was going on, And so I just was talking on all of y'all lives because I was laying in the hospital with nothing to do. I didn't have my tablet with me, so I couldn't work, which is probably good because the only thing that the doctor told me was that I was extremely stressed out. That when they doing the stress test on me, that I was extremely stressed, that I really needed to work on my weight, which I have went down like 9 pounds, so that was a good thing. And I had went down 9 pounds before I went into the hospital. So I could just imagine what I weigh with all that all the fluid off of me now, because the fluid came down really good. And I will say, as the fluid came down, I did feel better, but I still have been struggling with my energy. It's like my stamina, and it's the craziest thing because I'm the person that goes, like Energizer Bunny, and they always tease me and tell me that I have undiagnosed ADHD because I'm always doing something. I don't like to sit down, like just be still. Like even if I'm sitting down, I'm doing something. Like I gotta be moving, and then I just collapse because I'm exhausted, you know. But now it's just like, oh, he took them. They took them and put them in the oven, but they were done just to get it more firm. But yeah, it was just the craziest thing. So the doctor told me that I had to really monitor my breathing, that I had to listen to my body when my body says stop, stop. He said that I have a habit of pushing past my pain, because when they were testing me, they would be like, they would hear me like, or whatever. And they were like, do you want me to stop? No, no, no. Let's just keep going. Let's just get it done because I don't want to have to start over again. So I'm going to push through the pain. So he told me that he saw that that was part of my character, and that that might be something that would keep me in the hospital, or coming back to the hospital, because I'm not listening to my body. He said, when your body shows pain, there's a reason. And he said, you need to listen to that. Your body tells you to stop, but you don't stop. So, what can I say? That's something that I'm going to have to really work diligently on. Listening to my body, stopping when I need to stop, taking the breaths that I need to take, and learning to tell people that I can't do stuff. I am I'm the Medea of my family, not just my kids, but my family. Like, I hold us down. And so, if you guys ever hear me talking about like all of the gardening and everything, I'm always saying it's not just about me in this household, but all of my family, because that's how I feel. I feel like I can't just be worried about us, because I know I got us on lock. But there's so many family members that don't want to listen, that don't believe that fat meat's greasy. They think that everything's going to be okay. They think the government's going to take care of us. They think whatever they think. And it's not necessarily true, but they're grown folks. So they're not always going to listen. But what I'm learning now is I'm not going to have to allow myself the opportunity to take on other folks' business. I'm not going to allow myself that anymore. I'm going to take that opportunity from me. And you know how they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. I'll tell you once, if you listen, good. But if you don't, shame on you, because I might not tell you twice. That's just where we are right now, because we are paying anywhere from $6.05 to $6.98, depending on which gas station we are at. We try to go to Costco or Sam's Club every day, just to try to get the cheaper gas. And if we get cheaper, not in quality, but in the amount, we're paying like $6.25 most of the time. Every day we have to fill up the tank daily. So the amount of money and energy that it takes for us to do what we need to do just so that we can work and take care of our family and everything, I'm not about to try to invest the same time and energy and effort into telling grown folks to do what I've been telling them and showing them. I'm getting to the point. I'm not right there yet, but I'm getting to the point to where I cannot allow myself. Did he take all of them off? All of them are off, right? Yeah, it was 3 on there, so it should be 4 in total. Diamond's in my bathroom. She just took her braids out. I have to go put her braids back in a minute. See, and this is what I'm saying. I'm always doing stuff because. No, what? There's still some on? Oh, God. Hold on, you guys. Let me get them off. Why did he just leave and didn't even say nothing with his silly self? Yeah, he got one that was already ready. So he's like, deuces. Deuces. Which is cool, but he could have been like, hey, yo, ma. Oh, fathead boy. Whew. Lady D, can you help me start cleaning this stuff up? Oh, you about to go walk? I thought you just came from walking.
I did when
We're gonna
you was
rinse
out
these.
there, when you was out there with the chickens.
Mhm.
That's when my second walk was doing. I
See,
did.
walking 3 times.
Yeah, this gonna be my third time.
Oh, y'all hear that? She giving me like a big run for my money. Okay, the eggs. We're saving them now, but the way we're gonna save them, we're gonna rinse them, and then I have to put them in the oven, and then grind them up and feed them to the chickens because that helps build calcium, which makes the eggshells stronger.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
Y'all hear that science? I'm learning this stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm learning this stuff and I'm so excited about it because I always wanted to be Little House on the Prairie. But my family was like, yes. The big cone. Look on the futon. If not, use my green. Use one of the brushes, the green brush or the other brush, the shampoo brush. Yes. With conditioner on your hair? But do you have conditioner on your hair? Put some more conditioner on your hair and then brush it through, section it and brush it through. Put the shower cap or a plastic bag on your head and let it penetrate. You just came out of braids. You're about to go back in. You need deep conditioning. Okay, sorry about that. But and I gotta trim her ends too. But yeah, I always wanted this life. It's so funny when I say that. The only thing I would change is that we would just have more land. And that's gonna be happening because Mr. Earl has agreed that we need more land. This land that we have right here is starter land, but it's not enough to do what we need to do. So we're working on some things. Some things we will be able to share, some things we won't, just because you can't always let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. But just know that we are putting things in motion to make sure that we're good. I'm just trying to get Mr. Earl to fire his job. Like, I'm so grateful for it. It keeps him employed. He has money. Those are good things, but I want him to work for himself. I want Mr. Earl to get up every day with the boss mentality, being the boss of his own, and being able to tell himself what he thinks he's worth and how much money he can charge for his services. That's what I do. And that's what I want him to be able to do too. See, his thing is he has security in his job. And I get security, but I shared this with you guys before, and I'm just going to share it again because we came around to the conversation. I used to work for a plus-size women's clothing store back in 2013. It's like 12 to 13 to 14, something like that. 2013 to 2014. I think that's right. And this is when I first found out about the heart condition. I had I was making $8.25, which is crazy because minimum wage here in California now is $15, $16. But back then minimum wage was $8.25. And so I was helping this woman get her clothes. I had helped her get her credit card. And so we were working on getting her outfits. We were up to like 300 and something dollars on her clothes. And I'm closing her out. And I began to not be able to breathe. And I passed out. My manager stood over my legs and continued to close her out after they had called 911. And then started closing other people out because she did not want to open up another register because we were closing in like 30 minutes. So when I came to, she's over my legs and the paramedics are doing my vitals and bringing me back and everything. So minimum wage was $8 and I was making $8.25. Like that's a big woo. But I just made them 300 and something dollars. And my manager is standing over my legs as the paramedics are triaging me. Corporate America sucks, Harry, and they don't care about you. If you come to work and do the job, great. If not, they will replace you. They don't give two flying flips or figs about it. That's just what it is. You are replaceable. Let me tell you, real quick trick, because y'all know I sell life insurance, and this is part of the reason why I do. When you go to a job, okay, let me rewind. In the state of California says if you have more than 10 employees, you must offer life insurance. So, and health insurance as well. So, because they have to offer life insurance, they want a piece of the pie. So when you go in and you start your job, and after you've done your 90 days or whatever, they put you in on the they have you come into the room and they have a representative from a life insurance company or whatever, and then they give you your options, and then you just sit there on the fly and fill out this paperwork, and you don't really know what you're filling out unless you are familiar. Then you go ahead and you get your insurance. So let me tell y'all a secret. When you get your life insurance, it's at a very cheap price because the company has taken out a policy on you too. How can they do that? Well, if something happens to you, they then have to come up with money to rehire. So they have to pay somebody to train the next person. They have to go through the hiring stage. They have to go through, putting out on whatever search engine they choose to use, Indeed or whatever, to try to hire somebody. So all of that takes a little bit of money. Not a lot, takes a little bit of money. But because they are mandated by the state to offer you life insurance, they can take out a big policy. So you might have like a $50,000 policy through your job. So if I die, my family's gonna get 50. And they might. If you have been there for past the contestability years, some might be 2 years, some might be a year, some might be 5 years, some might be 7 years. But when you pass away, your job might have $500,000 on you that your family gets none of. That's one thing. The other thing is, if you quit, some companies don't allow you to transfer your life insurance over again. You have to start a whole new policy. Now, this is the trick. Say you started working at that job when you were 30 and you didn't have any health ailments or anything. And you were locked into this pretty number, right? But now you're 45. You've been there for 15 years. Now you have CPD, COD, or whatever. You have, I don't know, leukemia, something. They find something wrong with you. So now you have a pre-existing health problem. Now you're coming in under a new rate. So if the insurance company will give you a new policy, it's going to be at your new age with your new health ailments. So if you were paying $30 a month for the $50,000 that you got now, you're probably going to be paying like $150 now for 20, because it wasn't transferable. And then some companies will say, well, yeah, we'll let you transfer it so you can keep the amount of the benefits, but we're still going to charge you from the age that you are now. So when you get these policies at your job, even, and that goes for health too. Oh, trust and believe. You see people all the time. They have health insurance through their job, but then they get fired, they quit or whatever, and now they lose their health insurance. And when you got that job, you might not have had a pre-existing condition, but now you do. And now you have to go get Medi-Cal or Medicaid, depending on what part of the country you're living in. These are all tricks. What you need to do is when you start, when you're young, I don't care if it is a bill, it's a bill. You get yourself life insurance that is going to cover you forever at the age that you are when you get it. And make sure that when you get that policy, that policy does not change in the sense of, well, right now you're paying $60,000, because they have a lot of tricks. They'll say stuff like, this is a paid up. And so you pay for 10 years, and after you pay for 10 years, then you're paid up. What they don't tell you is a lot of those, I can't say all, but a lot of those paid ups are tricks. They'll tell you that it's paid up until age 79 or until age 50 or whatever. But as you get older, the premium goes up. You're just not coming out of your pocket paying it anymore. They're taking it out of your benefits. First, they'll take it out of the savings. If you have a whole life policy, they will take it out of your savings. So if they say, oh, you got $25,000 in savings that you can borrow from for 6 to 8+% interest. And if you don't pay it back in a certain amount of time, your policy will lapse, but that's something totally different. Let's say you have $25,000 saved, and they're not sending you a bill. You don't have to send in a payment because you've paid it up. Then you go, hey, I thought I had $25,000 in savings. And they go, oh, no, Mr. and Mrs. Client, you don't have that anymore because we've been paying your premium out of your savings. But I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. Oh, actually, when you got your policy, your agent should have told you that this is what was going to happen. But I'm sorry they didn't tell you. But yeah, bummer. Yeah, we've been paying your premium out of your savings. Or it'll go, oh, well, you don't have any more savings, and we've been paying your premium through your death benefit. So yeah, if you died, your beneficiary was supposed to get 50,000, but right now they'll only get 20 because you've outlived your savings, and now you've been working on your death benefit. So when you hear people say that the life insurance didn't pay out, it's because you didn't know the language. When you signed it, you just listened to the agent and just signed stuff. I'm an agent, and I'm telling you, you don't do that. You go precept by precept. If they're rushing you to just sign, if they can't wait and you tell them, let me look it over with my lawyer, even if you don't have one, then you don't need to sign with them because there's something fishy about that. A true agent is going to sit there and go over it with you. They'll say, what are your concerns? And you say, well, I don't know this language. And then they go through it with you. And then you have these key questions. If you're listening, get a pencil and paper, write it down. Go back, rewind this later on. This is vital information for you and your family. Number one, how long does it take before the benefits are effective? Am I going to have to wait a year, 2 years, 10 years? What is the amount of the years of contestability? If I die tomorrow, will this company pay out to my family? Because I've been completely honest about all of my health ailments. So if I walk outside right now and get hit by a car and die, is my family going to get paid out? And then you have them where it states that if you have a sudden death and it's not from you lying or being dishonest about your health, they're going to pay out. That's the first question. The second question, in the event that I die, how long is it going to take for them to pay out to my family or pay a portion for my burial to the mortuary? These are things you need to know because some companies can hold up for 6 months plus. Because if they have to pay out for everybody that's dying all at the same time, like when the thing was going on and people were dropping, they had to pay. They had to cover their butts. A lot of people didn't get paid out for later. So you have to ask that question, how long is it going to take? If I die and I have savings and I have benefits, are my beneficiaries going to get them both? Because some companies, if you have $5,000, let's say you have $50,000 in savings and you have $200,000 in death benefit in your death claim, the company's going to ask you, because it's most likely in your contract. You either get option A or option B, option 1 or option 2, either or, this or that, however they word it, it's going to be that type of verbiage. What they're saying is either you're going to get the savings for $50,000 or you're going to choose that death benefit. And this is what your beneficiary has to answer. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, well, it's $250,000 in the benefits, so I want that. So then guess what? The company that has been flipping your money all of these years, that has accrued all of this savings, they keep it. Because the person who was the client signed off for it. Because they didn't know. They just signed. Because they say, sign here, sign there, sign there, sign here. And then you just signing your life away. Not even knowing that you have saved $50,000. And when you die, your beneficiaries are not going to get it. Think I'm lying? Go look in your policy and read it. It'll be towards the back. Normally it's past when it has the life years and then the amounts over to the side. Look like maybe 1 or 2 pages behind there, and normally it's right over there, and it'll show you the options. And so they get to take your money. Now this is the other thing. When you get your policy, you give them permission to put your money into the global economy and flip it repeatedly over and over again with a whole lot of interest. That's part of how you get a savings, because see, if you can get a little bit of money put up in a savings, we gave you some savings. You got that savings, you earned it, Yeah, no, they flipped it for you. They flipped it for themselves, but in order for it to be legal, they have to pay you a portion. So they give you some pennies while they keep the dollars. Then when you die, the savings, they try to keep that too. So you need to ask them that and ask them to show you in writing the verbiage so that you can then make a decision. Do you care if you save all that money and they get to spend it? Some people don't care. I don't care. I ain't going to be here anyway. I don't care. Me personally, if it's mine, I want all of mine to be sent to my family. And there are ways that I can talk to you guys about later, ways that you can guarantee that your money stays separate. And so your beneficiaries are going to get the death claim and all of the savings. And I'm not forgetting about that meat. I'm about to check it. And so then I want you to ask them, if I need to borrow, if you have whole life insurance policy, if I need to borrow from my policy, how long will that take for me to acquire this money? Because most companies want you to write it. They want you to type it out, put it in writing, and mail it in. Some will let you email it. They just now started allowing you to email it in, but they want you could like fax it, but they have like 6 months to give you your money once you request it. Then they can tax you on borrowing your money. And then on top of that, you have an interest rate from borrowing your money. If it's my money, why do I have to pay you interest or anything for borrowing what's mine? But you guys don't always think about that because we're in a desperate situation. If you want to borrow against your own policy, there must be something desperate going on, right? So we're not thinking, why do I have to pay to borrow my own money? Why shouldn't I just say, hey, this is what I need? And if I get taxed because it's the government and they taxes on everything, that's one thing. But why should I have to then also pay you interest? And killer, why is it if I don't pay my money back that I borrowed that should be from myself? It should be like, Poohbear, I need to borrow 20 G's. Okay, Poohbear, here you go, 20 G's. Thank you, Poohbear. You're welcome, Poohbear. That should be it. I shouldn't be like, Poohbear, I need to borrow 20 G's. Okay, Poohbear, I'm giving you 20 G's, but you got to pay it back at 6 to 8% interest, and you only have a certain amount of time, because if you don't, then you're going to owe me more money, or I'm going to close out your account. Because what that means is, if you've taken this 20 G's from me, I can't be flipping it because you got it. So since you're going to make me give you your money, I'm going to charge you interest on it because the government allows it. And some bull, but that's where we are. So there's some things that you have to do when it comes to preparing. Because the worst thing that we do a lot of the time is we get very little life insurance on ourselves. And it's very vital that we don't look at it as burial insurance unless you're getting buried. If you want final expense insurance, then that's basically just to handle the final expenses, to make sure that when you pass away, you're not being, a burden on your family. If that's not the case, if this is when I pass away, I want to make sure that my family is taken care of, then that means you need to think about how much it's going to cost to pay off the mortgage, how much it's going to cost to make sure that your children are going to have money every month set aside going straight to them until they are 18, 21, 25, 32, however you set it up. And then make sure that you get it done while you are in sound mind and in good health. Get your will done, get your trust done. In the black community, I'm just calling this out. A lot of times it's like taboo. We don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about life insurance because that I might die. You know, people be thinking about that, then they die. It's like how we don't always want to go to the hospital because they're going to tell us some bad news. Jaded, and we got to get over that. Because what winds up happening is then our people are the ones on the corners asking for money, doing tattoo parties, doing GoFundMe's and all of these things because we are not willing to do what it needs to do to get ourselves taken care of. But I'm here to tell you, family, that's part of the reason that we stay at the bottom of the totem pole. Because we get upset when we see families come together. Like Lev was talking about earlier, we talk about that kind of stuff all the time. You see all these other nationalities that come together and they band together and they rock out. And then the next thing you know, they own everything. They're living the quote unquote good life because they didn't have a problem with banding together, coming together as a unit and making it happen. I don't want nobody living with me. I ain't got time for all that. When back in the day, that's what we did. Big Mama, Uncle Pete, cousin Tim, everybody lived together. And everybody knew their purpose. And we worked as a unit and we functioned properly. But now we're so in the American dream with the house, the husband, the wife, the 2.5? When I never understood what the 2.5 was, then I realized that the 0.5 was the daggone dog. Whatever. That life has not gotten us anywhere. That's why we're in the situation that we're in right now. And now everybody wants to homestead. Everybody wants to be self-sufficient because we realize that their system is not working. So now that you understand that their system does not work, you got to come up with a new one. So now my question is, let me try to turn this a little bit. What is it going to be like for you? What is it going to be like for your family? Are you going to take the time to figure out if financially you are on course for success or for failure? Are you going to show your children how to save money, or your grandkids, if your kids are already grown, how to save money, how to live off of 60%, give God his 10 if that's what you believe like we do, put up 10% or 20% for savings, and then enjoy life off of that last 10%? So that when things happen, they don't have to come to you and borrow because you've taught them how to store. These are all the different things that other people are teaching their children. That's why they have generational wealth. I listened to Michael Farmer, and Michael Farmer was talking on one of the lives, and he was saying how he had a coworker and he couldn't understand. You make the same amount of money that I make. Why is it that you get to go on these, vacations and doing this and doing that, and I can't? And he was like, because I planned for it. And Michael started learning how to plan. And look at my brother now. He got houses, he got land, he got property in this state, property in that state. He's doing a daggone thing. He don't have to work because he already worked. He did it. And at a young age, he can now sit back on his spoils and just be like, boom, I got it. Because he had to learn from a different culture how to do it, because we don't do it in our culture. We're now starting to, and a lot did. They did save, but they didn't know how to save in the proper vehicles, because putting your money in the bank is not saving your money. That's allowing the bank to flip your money and flip your money and flip your money and not give you but a penny. Back in the day, when you left your money in savings, it used to accrue a little bit of interest. Doesn't do that anymore. Doesn't do that anymore. And you have to ask yourself, why is it? It's because they're greedy as hell and they can get away with it, and we just keep on giving them our money. My advice to you is to figure out the proper vehicles to put your money in, leave enough money to pay your bills in your bank account because that's what they're flipping for you. Go and find you some good investments to invest your money in and look at investments where you don't lose. There are investments out there that in the event that the global economy crashes, you don't go in the negative. Look into IULs and things of that nature. Those things, they are very safe when done properly. So you have to make sure that whoever your agent is knows what they are doing so that they don't harm you, but they help you. And once you get all of that together, then you can sleep at night knowing that you really got everything together. Let me check on this stuff. Oh, yeah. Woo-hoo. All right, let me come get y'all. I'm going to disconnect y'all from the charger for a second so y'all can see what I see. Okay, y'all can see it's the light. Let me turn it. Oh, he has the... Okay. I'm going to let them sit in here a little bit longer. Flip them over. We over here acting like we know what we doing. All right. But I've had you guys on here long enough. I think I'm going to just bring you guys inside and see what that one meatloaf is looking like. But I hope that I gave you guys some stuff to think about. In a recap, we went over... Wait a minute. Selena, my 15-year-old. Y'all heard me tell Diamond to get my green brush. It's the brush that has the different parts. It's like 5 or 6 different slants to it. It's a detangling brush. Y'all heard me tell Diamond to detangle her hair, put a cap on. Selena is parting her hair and detangling it for her. Selena is 15, Diamond is 21. I'm loving this. This is like melting my heart right now. But recap, the equipment that you have for put this back on the charger. See, this is my portable charger. It gives me, right now it only has 2 bars, but right here is 4 more bars. It can give me, each bar is a charge. So I can charge 4 things. And then it has its own little thing that goes into the wall. It's not solar. I'm going to be buying one of those too, though. But to recap, using the equipment that you have, making sure that when the stuff hits the fan, that you can handle everything. So what that looks like for me is basically camping supplies. You guys have seen my big old skillet. I just went to Walmart yesterday and I priced it because I want to get another one. They are now $24.99, so they're $25, which means it's went up $5 since last year when I got mine. But everything's gone up, right? My Dutch oven, I have 3 or 4 of them. They are now $24. But those Dutch ovens are going to be there for you when you are out and you can't cook on necessarily on the stove and you have to cook on the ground. You have to cook on fire. You have to cook on your grill or whatever. This is really a benefit for you. So just learning how to use these things. We're going to be doing a thing. I'm going to have them come outside and it might be when I get my, when I make my next shampoo. when I make my next shampoo, I might have somebody take a shower outside because I have these solar showers. I have two of them or three of them. I don't know. I think we got three because it's so many of us. But these solar showers hold, they're 5 gallon shower holders. So they hold 5 gallons of water. And then it has a clamp that you can clamp it up on a tree or whatever. And then the sun warms it up so that you don't have to take a cold shower. These are the types of things that we have to be working on. So you guys saw me trying to attempt to make meatloaf outside. I'll revisit it when I make sure that all of my equipment is right. And this is why we have to prep. This is why we have to plan. This is why we have to try to use our stuff, because what if the stuff was hitting the fan right now and all I had were my Dutch ovens and that one's rusted and we can't locate the other ones? We've been up a creek without a paddle, you know? Or trying to figure it out on the fly, like just right now. Well, thank God I had went online to look at how to make meatloaf on a campfire, and they showed me in aluminum foil with Reynolds wrap, specifically because you can still touch it and it doesn't burn you, and it's more flame retardant than some of the other ones. But I got these matches, these waterproof, windproof matches. Learning how to use them, learning how to use the fire starters that I bought, those sticks that I showed you. All of these things we're trying to learn. The chicks, I just thought about it. I got to tell Jeremiah to go put them back in because I think they're still out. But I let you guys see the chicks, see how they're doing. Some of them are, I think it's called molting or whatever. So I got to figure out what that's about. I'm going to watch some videos on that. But the most important thing I think we talked about was your finances. Because if you don't know, you don't know. But since I do know, it's my responsibility to, for free, tell you. And there's a whole lot more that I can tell you. I've been talking to some of my insurance partners about doing like a once a week segment about finances so that we can come up with ways to, and these are people, I am not securities licensed yet. I've been lazy, I ain't gonna lie, and leaving that money on the table. But that's my goal by my birthday, to be securities licensed so that I can legally teach everybody how to do mutual funds and things of that nature. I am a fan of mutual funds. We have mutual funds. But there are other ways that I can help without having a mutual fund. And they save you just as much money, if not more. So we'll talk about that stuff later. But I know for some of you guys it's really late. Oh my gosh. It's been almost 3 hours. What I'm going to do is take my tablet, take my hotspot, take my matches, take my garlic, my water. I'm going to take y'all inside so that we can go and look at the meatloaf that was in the oven, and then I'll have them come and get the other one. So it's going to be dark for just a second. Just look at my eyes. I don't know why they didn't turn the porch lights on. All right. 1 second. My hands. one. This is the one that I had outside. And it was clean, but it's rusted. I have to season it. And this cast iron was my mama's. All right. What's this thing in here? All right, let's see here. Can y'all see? It looks basically just like it did. Now, normally it would have cheese and see, it would have cheese, and I normally use the cream of mushroom soup on it, but Senior, can you go get the other meat off the grill, please? Okay, tell me. These are the only two we have in there that's cold? Because I don't do red. Okay, you guys.
Red, what you talking about?
There's some red wine in there?
That's sangria.
Oh, it's sangria. Okay, are we doing ruby red margarita, the Long Island iced tea, or sangria? Let me see.
Got a tray or something? Is it something?
Here you go. You turn off some of the lights. Okay. All right. Oh, well. Didn't come to the ruby red. Now, we get these. That's enough for me. That's more than enough. This is from Chi-Chi's. Chi-Chi's. It's the ruby red margarita. It is, that's why that's enough for me. 12.5, which is a lot for me. But it's all right. I don't have to be to work till morning. So, amen. So, here we go. If I was in LA right now, I might want a crip walk or blood walk, whichever. I don't know. I love to dance, and I'm loving this meatloaf. Now let's see if they go together. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. With all other technology that they have, why we don't have smell-o-vision yet, I just don't know. Why don't we have smell-o-vision yet, Husky? Come here, taste it.
That's up.
He gave me the thumbs up. So, let me show y'all what the other ones look like. Talk about the unwrapping, right? The unveiling. Boom. Gotta cook a little bit longer. Still see a little pink. But we didn't burn it. Oh. So one thing about using the campfire method with the aluminum foil is realize that you're going to use a lot of foil. So be prepared for that. Okay. Can y'all see it? Booyah. All right, last one. And they're just as juicy as they want to be. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Y'all see that? We did that. We did that. Let me wash my hands. Okay, well, we did it. We didn't do it the way we originally planned out in the beginning, but we did it. So the question is, does it matter how we did it, or does it matter that we did it? For me, it's that we did it. We experimented, tried something different, and it was a success. So we have meatloaf. That tastes really good. We also have dinner for tomorrow. And that's another thing. Another thing that I'm going to get back to is my meal prepping. I used to do videos with the meal prepping, and probably Monday, because today is the 3rd. Sunday is our anniversary, our 27-year anniversary. So y'all may or may not see a lot of Poohbear this weekend. I'm not too sure. I don't know what Mr. Earl has planned for us. I don't know. But it's our anniversary, and it's also little Earl's birthday. He's going to be 24. And Naomi, my god sister, she's going to be 21 tomorrow. So we're going to be celebrating her in the morning and going out for brunch with her and everything. So I don't know. But this meatloaf is banging. I'm just saying. Like, it's the majorettes right now. And I'm loving it. But I feel you guys hostage long enough. I'm going to let you guys go. We got to get in there and braid Diamond's hair. So, thanks for tuning in to Cali Swim Setting with Poohbear. I'm your girl Poohbear. I'm so grateful. Oh, if you haven't already, please click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you know when we're doing something. Share the video if you think that this was beneficial to anyone. Even if you have more than one page, share this to the other page just so that it gets me out there and helps me. Whatever it is. All right. Thanks for tuning in, though. I will see you guys soon, God willing. Good night. Good morning.